Hi there, so I'm going to do your oracle readings for each star sign, and let's see what energies the fairies and mermaids are going to bring in for us all today. And this will take us right through until the end of the month. So I'm going to start with the mermaids. Mermaids, mermaids, please share your watery wisdom with us all for each star sign from the 21st of December until the end of the month. Thank you. A message for Capricorn. Oh, doesn't want to go in. Awareness. Okay, Capricorn, so what is it that you need to be aware of at this time? Perhaps it's just your own bodily awareness, awareness of your mind, awareness of the thoughts that you're thinking. It's about mindfulness actually, isn't it? So being aware of things that are going on around you, perhaps in your periphery, something that perhaps you're not aware of that you should be aware of that's going on. So it's about bringing your awareness to the present moment, because when you're in this moment right now, it enables you to have a clear vantage point over everything that's going on within your vicinity, whether it's internally or externally. So awareness is the key word for you, and I will clarify with a message from the fairies, from Oracle of the Fairies. A message for Capricorn, please, fairies, to clarify the awareness card. Oh, straight away jumping out, manifestation. Right, okay, so this tells me that it's about bringing awareness to what it is that you wish to manifest. These are especially potent manifesting times for you, Capricorn. In fact, they're potent manifesting times for every single sign, but this is coming through especially for you right now. So when you bring your clear awareness to what it is that you wish to manifest, it gives your manifestation abilities, like it's kind of like a rocket fuel. When you're fully focused, you're fully aware on what it is that you wish to bring within this earthly reality, your earthly reality. So really take that on board and bring awareness, set your intentions, be focused, and have fun with your manifestation. I can't wait to find out what it is that you're going to be manifesting. A message for Taurus, please, mermaids. Waiting. So what is it that you're waiting for, Taurus? Are you waiting for Christmas? If you are, you haven't got long to wait. My little joke, sorry. Okay, so there must be something that you're waiting for, that you're hoping for, that you're wishing for. And this mermaid comes in to say, wait with patience, wait with grace, and actually wait without waiting. I know that might not make sense to you, but when we wait without waiting, it means that you're literally just spending your time focusing on yourself, self-care, self-love, creating, working, going out for beautiful walks in nature, just doing things to kind of, I want to say distract, but it's not fully distract, but it is a little bit of distraction from the thing that it is that you're waiting for, whether it's a thing, a person, a situation, a change of circumstance, a new job, whatever it might be. So waiting is the word that we have here, and I'm going to ask the fairies to clarify the waiting card, please, for Taurus. Oh gosh, straight away, what is that? Shine from within. So while you're waiting, what are you going to do? You are going to shine, baby. You're going to keep on shining. So this is about bringing forward your inner light, this beautiful inner light that is within us all. Shine your light, Taurus, and shine it bright, because the world needs your light. The world needs to see your light shining brightly from within, and it's not about what you look like externally. This is kind of superficial. It's what's on the inside, what you're releasing into the world, what your aura is saying about you. Your light is within. Everybody has a light, a divine spark within them. Not everybody chooses to let it shine bright, because there could be fear, there could be apprehension about what others might think. do not let this stop you, Taurus. Do not let this stop you. While you're in your space of waiting, which is the message from the mermaids, shine your light, and then basically you will be like a lighthouse. And what do lighthouses do? Lighthouses lead others to safety. Lighthouses light the way for others. This is part of your role at this time, and it's a wonderful honour to have this as a role. So shine brightly, Taurus, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. A message for Virgo, please, mermaids. Ask for help. Okay, Virgo, are you feeling a bit overwhelmed at this time? Are you feeling like, I've got to do everything, I can't do the shopping and wrap the presents? Or perhaps it's something a bit more significant. Perhaps it's something going on internally for you, and you feel like, I can't ask for help because people are busy, they don't want to spend time worrying about me. But basically people are always happy to help, usually, and it's just about asking. And if you don't feel that you can ask an actual person for help, you can always ask for help from your angels, fairies, mermaids, spirit guides, ancestors, whoever you like, whoever it is that you usually work with. Perhaps you pray, perhaps you wish, perhaps you hope, but whatever it is, perhaps it's to the Great Spirit, to the divine, to the source of life, whatever you call it. Or you can actually ask a physical person for help. Do not hesitate to do this, because if you're feeling like you need help, the last thing that anybody wants is for you to be suffering in silence or to need help and not be asking for it. What's the worst that can happen if you ask a person? They could say, no, I'm really sorry, I'm a bit busy at the moment, but you could try asking so-and-so down the road. That people are invariably always happy to help you, so please ask for help if you need it. And we're going to clarify this with the Fairy Oracle, Virgo. Oracle of the Fairies. Can we clarify the ask for help, please, fairies, for lovely Virgo? Come together. Okay, so this actually confirms about the asking for help. Coming together is about where we all help each other. We all work as a team. Even if you can't physically be together with people at this time, you can certainly come together virtually over social media, on Zoom, on Skype, whatever it is. And people can also physically interact too. So this is what you need to be thinking about. If you need help, do not stop yourself asking, because the fairies are saying come together with others in whatever way is suitable for your personal situation. You can come together with others and you can ask them and say, hey, I need a hole digging so I can plant this tree, or I need this bag lifting because I've hurt my back, or whatever the reason is. Come together with others, ask for help, and I wish you so much love, light, joy, and magical Mer-Fairy blessings, Virgo. A message for Aries, dear mermaids. And this will be from the 21st of December right through to the end of the month. Go with the flow. Yay, I love this card. I love, love, love this card. So Aries, go with the flow. You don't need to control everything. You can just surrender and be like a little champagne cork floating on the ocean, or a little feather just floating around, going with the flow where the tides may take you. And it doesn't mean void, of course. It just means surrendering to the moment for a time. When you go with the flow, it just takes all the pressure off, doesn't it? Because it's like you might be forcing on this door to open when actually the door over there is already open, and the tide is going to take you to that particular door. That's a metaphorical door, or possibly it's an actual door. Who knows? Let's ask the fairies to clarify this card for you. A card for Aries, please, fairies. Oh, I love saying that. And this one came out, divination. Okay, so divination could be the way forward for you in this instance. So if you're concerned about what you're doing, what direction you're supposed to be going in, or what direction you think you're supposed to be going in, when actually the mermaids have just said go with the flow, if you want to elaborate on this further, then perhaps try some divination. If it's not something you already do, you might just want to browse on YouTube and you might find your answers there, but you could try doing divination yourself. There are many user-friendly oracle, tarot decks, runes, etc. for the beginner if you haven't done it before. And if you are experienced at divination, then just try it in relation to this particular circumstance. So go with the flow, explore divination, see where it leads you, and just know that you will have a clear direction. It will come together, but sometimes we just need to kind of be, it's almost like we're just in the waiting room. I'm doing this because I feel like I'm on the sea, just kind of holding on and flowing, but also keeping my head above the water. So perhaps that's what you're doing at this time. Try divination if you want to have some extra insight into this reading, and I hope that helps. A message for Leo, please, mermaids. Oh, decisions, Leo. What decisions have you got to make? I'm sure you know what they are, but this mermaid comes in to say there are decisions that need to be made. Now, these could be significant decisions that are kind of life-changing for yourself or people around you, or they could be kind of what we'd call insignificant decisions, like, do I have cranberry sauce with my vegan turkey, or, you know, whatever it is. I don't know where that came from because I'm a vegan, I suppose. But, you know, there are decisions to be made, and this is the time to make them. The mermaids are coming in saying this time from and around the 21st of December onwards, right through to the end of the month, is a time for decision making. I'm going to clarify this card from Oracle of the Fairies for you, Leo, and see if they can shed any more insight on these decisions that you need to be making at this time. A card to clarify the decisions card from the mermaids, please. Nature's signs. So perhaps there are signs in nature that will help you to make these decisions. What this card is saying is that perhaps you need to get out into nature, and it will help you clear your mind, clear your head, so that you can make any decisions that are needed to be made at this time. Also, being out in nature is quite lovely anyway, whether you've got decisions to make or not, and perhaps it will just take your mind off the decisions temporarily, or give you a kind of clear, calm, relaxed state of mind with which to make any decisions that need to be made. So good luck with your decisions. I'm sure you'll make the right decision, and I send you so much love, light, joy and magical Mer-Fairy blessings. Take care. A message for Sagittarius, please, mermaids. Whoa, a flipper. Flipper. I'm sure Flipper was the name of a dolphin in a program. I'm pretty sure that just popped into my mind. Okay, so we've got waiting. Now, this card has come out a few times recently in my recent readings. Waiting. What are you waiting for, Sagittarius? Do you know what you're waiting for? Are you waiting for Christmas? Or are you just waiting in general, waiting for things to change, waiting for things to happen, waiting for who knows what, why, when, who, why, where, etc. Let's clarify this with a message from the fairies, from Oracle of the Fairies. Can we please clarify the waiting card for Sagittarius, please, fairies? Oh, flying. Oh, life energy. This is beautiful. So the life energy card comes through with the energy of the sunshine. So perhaps you're waiting for the sun to return, when you can feel warmer, when everything looks brighter, everybody's outlook is brighter and cheerier. So maybe this is what it is. And the sun does start to return after the 21st of December. So it could be a significant thing that you've been waiting for that will come to pass, will come to be. from the 21st of December onwards, and that's pretty exciting actually. So how you wait, how do you wait for this? You wait with keeping yourself occupied, not necessarily I have to be busy, but just doing things to maybe distract yourself from waiting for the thing that you are waiting for. Otherwise, you can just sit there and wait and meditate and just sit there and twiddle your thumbs and just wait. But I feel like there's things that you could be doing that would be more practical, creative perhaps, until the sun returns again with the beautiful fairy life energy card. I hope this message resonates for you, Sagittarius. A message for Aquarius, please, mermaids. Doesn't want to go in. Communication. So there's some communication about to happen or communication that needs to happen, Aquarius. Is there something that's been on your mind, in your heart, something you've been meaning to talk about, to communicate with somebody? I know it can be difficult, especially if it's a sensitive or challenging situation that you need to express. But if you do it with love, anything that you approach with love and gentleness and kindness, you can kind of talk about anything. And maybe it's about you kind of gathering up the inner strength to share this communication, or perhaps it's about you being in a space to receive communication, important communication that's coming in, and it's about being open to that. So if somebody says, oh, have you got a minute? I'd like to, and you're like, oh no, I'm too busy, like twiddling my thumbs or washing my hair. Just make the time. Be mindful, especially around this period from the 21st of December or thereabouts right through to the end of December. If somebody comes into you wanting to communicate with you, please make the time and space to be open and receptive to that communication. I will clarify this card with Oracle of the Fairies to see what message they have to expand upon the communication card. And oh, there you go, temptation. Well, this card doesn't come out very often. Temptation, it's about, is there something that you are perhaps tempted by, or somebody around you is tempted by? And maybe this is what the communication involves. So temptation doesn't have to be a bad thing. It could be, I'm tempted by that last piece of chocolate cake, or I'm really tempted by that dress in the sale. Whatever it is, it doesn't have to be a bad thing, but there could be something around the energy of temptation that needs to be communicated. Perhaps it's somebody that's in your vicinity that is feeling tempted by something and they just want to share it with you. They just want to talk it over, because sometimes sharing, communicating can really help to bring things to light and to make everything easier to see. When things are out on the table, they can all be seen in a much clearer way. So communication, temptation, I'll leave that with you and hope that you can take that message. I look forward to seeing you again soon. Take care. A message for Libra, please, mermaids. This one's sliding out. Friendship. Oh, I love that. I love that. Libra. So we have some nice friendship for you. Friendship is relevant to you at this time. It's relevant to everybody, I know, but especially for you at this time. Perhaps a close friend is coming round. Obviously around the period from the 21st of December right through to the end of December, it is a time for friendship, isn't it? Friends and family. Maybe your friends are far away. Maybe you can't see your friends this time, but you can always reach out on social media, on Skype, on Zoom. There are so many ways that we can communicate with people. Picking up the telephone? There's so many ways, and don't think that your friends are going to be too busy for you, because they'll always have time. Good friends always have time for their good friends, and I know that you are a really good friend. It's just a hunch that I've got. Let's clarify this with the Oracle of the Fairies for you. Oh, Libra. Divination. Now this card, I mean, did you see that? Literally flew out. So perhaps there's something about divination that you do with a friend. I know I've got several friends and we all do divination together, and it's really interesting. Like, we'll pull cards for each other, and even though we can pull our own cards, it's very different when you get a reflection from a friend. Like, they kind of mirror stuff for you. So maybe this is what this message is for you. Do you feel drawn to divination? And if you don't do it yourself, then maybe you could seek the advice of somebody that does divination, either an oracle or a tarot card reader. You don't have to pay for this service. You can find lots of free readings on YouTube, but many of these readers do offer also personal one-to-one readings as well, and maybe that's what you need at this time. I hope you can take this message, and I wish you lots of love, light, joy, and magical Mer-Fairy blessings. A message for Gemini, dear mermaids. I'm sure, yeah, it did. Oh, that slipped out. Light, how beautiful. Light, beautiful mermaid of light. She is a lighthouse. You are a lighthouse, Gemini. Your light is shining and actually guiding and helping people that perhaps you don't even know about. So keep on doing whatever it is that you're doing. Perhaps you're in need of extra light in your life. Perhaps you're kind of walking along the path and it feels like it's all shadowy and you can't see where you're going, and you might need the light of somebody else. Or it could be about shining your own inner light on your own path. I'm going to clarify this message from Oracle of the Fairies and see if they can elaborate on the light card. But that light card is so beautiful, and the mermaid in that card can't see the light behind her, but it's all around her. The guiding light, as they say. And yeah, let's see. Shine from within. Okay, this is about shining your own inner light. So this confirms to me that your inner light is in need of a bit of a boost. You need to shine it, to be proud of it, and know that your light is bright and will help you through any and every situation, even if you don't believe it to be so. So work on this, on developing your inner light. Doesn't matter what you look like externally, that's nothing to do with it. What you are inside will radiate outside, and people will be able to sense this. And it's not actually about other people, although other people will be affected by your light because they can't help but feel the magnitude of it. It's about you. It's almost like shining your own light for you to illuminate your path. I hope this message resonates for you. A message for Pisces mermaids. Oh, doesn't want to go in. Patience. Patience, Pisces. Patience, patience. You haven't got long to wait for Christmas. If you are waiting for Christmas or whatever it is, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're waiting for something, but patience is required for whatever is going on for you. Now, it could be something that's huge, like a huge thing that you need to be patient about, or something that's a little bit not so huge, if that makes sense. I will clarify from Oracle of the Fairies. We're clarifying the Patience card from Oracle of the Fairies for Pisces. Oh, wow. Did you see that? Motivation. So maybe you're just waiting to be motivated, to feel this kind of flash of motivation, of inspiration, so you can really get started. And, you know, let's be honest, this time of year, it's about going within usually and nurturing. I mean, seeds, they rest deep in the ground, in the darkness, while they gestate to grow into what they're going to be. So maybe this message is about you developing your sense of patience so that you are preparing the ground, so to speak, for the motivation to come in. Rest assured, the motivation will flow. Perhaps you're an artist and you're waiting to have this motivation, your muse, this inspiration. It will come. If we had inspiration and motivation all of the time, it would be a bit overwhelming, and there would be no contrast between the lack of motivation and the presence of motivation. So maybe look at it like that, like the waves of the sea, coming in and going out and coming in and going out. So motivation will come. It's about developing your patience and just being in the presence, in your own self, in the moment, and enjoy this time. Know that motivation will come soon. It'll come knocking on your door, so be prepared. I hope this message resonates for you. Take care. A message for Scorpio, please, mermaids. Oh, a flyer. Contentment. How wonderful. How wonderful, Scorpio. Are you feeling content? If you are, then yay. And if you're not, then contentment is coming, which is so lovely. To be in this space, this vibration of contentment really has a beautiful ripple effect on those around you, your immediate surroundings, and it can make people feel relaxed. When you're feeling content, others can and will feel content too. I'm going to ask the fairies to clarify this contentment card and see what message they have for you too. Doesn't want to go in. Magical gateway. Wow, this is so cool. So we are in a kind of magical gateway at the moment. We are on 12/12. I know this message is for December the 21st onwards, but on 12/12 a portal, a magical gateway opened right through to the 21st of December and a few days either side. So we're now looking at December the 21st right through to the end of the month. This magical gateway is still there for you. It's like you have stepped through the magical gateway and you are feeling content. Now, obviously, this is a metaphorical magical gateway. It could be so subtle that you're not even aware of it. It could be like a subtle shift on a spiritual level, or perhaps even on a physical level, or perhaps it's something that you're super conscious about and you feel content residing in this knowledge, in this magical, wonderful feeling. If you haven't stepped through the magical gateway yet, then go for it, because the fairies are saying there's a magical gateway there. You are in a space of contentment, or maybe when you walk through that magical gateway, you will feel content. I hope this message resonates for you, Scorpio. A message for Cancer, Moonchild. Contemplation. So what is it that you are contemplating at this time? Is there something that you could be contemplating? Something that you've maybe been putting off and you're not really sure about? Let's ask the fairies if they can elaborate on the contemplation card for you. Whoa. Precious time. You could spend all day contemplating, but basically time in the human body is a limited thing, so we spend this time wisely. It's about spending this time and making every precious moment count. So if you're feeling bored, then maybe try just go and do something different. Kind of, I don't want to say force yourself, but encourage yourself to be active, to go and try something different, even if it's just putting on your coat, walking out the door and having a walk down the street, because you just don't know what you're going to see, who you're going to meet, or what's going to happen. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Someone sent that song to me recently and it's such a fab song, isn't it? So precious time. Be mindful of how you spend your time. Make each moment count. And I feel like you kind of do anyway, but this is a kind of extra little reminder from the fairies. Make every moment count, because time really is precious. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Okay, so that's all 12 signs done, and I'm going to do a reading for the collective. I'm going to pull a card from Messages from the Mermaids, and then I'm going to clarify with Oracle of the Fairies. Oh, no, we don't want a million cards. Contentment. I'm sure this card just came out. Well, it's coming out again, and that is so lovely because there is an air, a feeling of contentment in the air at this time. And it is a time when things tend to quieten down a little bit, isn't it? And there's a feeling of calmness, of contentment, and this is something that we can all embody, something that we can all embrace. And I'm going to clarify this contentment card from Oracle of the Fairies and see what they have to say about this. A card for the collective, please, fairies, to clarify the contentment card. Oh, a flyer. Ask for help. We all need help sometimes. We all need to ask for help. We all need to receive help. We all need to give help. This is just something that is part of the human condition. So if you need help, please, please, please just ask. Most people are more than happy to help. And you can always ask for spiritual help, for spiritual assistance. So you could ask your angels, your fairies, your mermaids, your spirit guides, your ancestors, whoever it is that you work with, Great Spirit, White Spirit, the Source, Creation, whatever label you want to put on it. The energy is there for you and you can ask for help. There are angels that can help you with pretty much every situation, and your ancestors and your spirit guides, they've got your back. They want to help you, but they also all have to respect your free will. So if you feel like, well, I don't want any help, then they can't help you. But if you just ask, wish, hope, pray, say it out loud, say it silently in the quiet of your mind, just ask for that help with sincerity from your heart, then you will see things just kind of falling into place. And if it's physical, practical help that you need, then really just ask. I hope this message resonates. I'll see you all again very soon. Take care.